is up, everybody? So we have Salem being mischievous over here climbing on boxes because now I have new boxes and he loves it because he loves boxes. He's a comic cat. So I am doing the 2023 metal tag. I knew it wouldn't take me long to dive into the vinyl community and find a whole bunch of metalheads. Metal's my preferred brand of music. So, of course, I buy metal stuff all the time. I've got CDs, I've got records. And this tag kind of includes both. I've seen people use both. So, it works out perfect. That gives me a whole lot of leeway. If I didn't pull something, then I'm going to have to run out of the room and grab something real quick. But I think I've got everything. There are 20 questions. So let's get into it. The person who started this tag is the Rock Scout. I'm going to leave a link down in the description to his channel. So he did this year's. Everybody else seems to be just following along. I haven't seen a whole bunch of new questions or anything like that. So let's get started. A false start album, an album that you struggled with at first but grew to like. Saw this band open up for Pentagram when I went to see them live. They're from North Carolina. I think now they're called Mega Colossus. I think this name was already taken or something, so they just added to it. I'm not a huge fan of that. I like this name better. This is an album called Stoneburner. Or no, wait, no, it's not. And the Sepulture of the Mirror Warlocks. Very power metalish. It's a good album. When I first seen them live, thought they were wanted to support anyway. Bought the album, listened to it, Now the more I listen to it, the more I actually really do enjoy it. I've enjoyed it more than I originally did when I got it. It's a pretty good album. I mean, it's not the greatest thing I've ever heard, but it's also definitely not the worst. And the more I listen to it, the more I seem to like it. So, I mean, you can't ask for too much more when you're making music. I'd be happy with that any day of the week. Let's see what else we got. Number 2, album with war theme or lyrics. I mean, this was a no-brainer. Manowar battle hymns. So battle hymns, of course. And then you have, battle hymn, the song itself. Manowar. All that kind of stuff. So I mean, this is a no-brainer. I mean, you think battle and going to war, you think a few bands. You think Sabaton, you think Manowar. A lot of people picked Bolt Thrower. That's a good one too. I mean, just these kind of bands, they're always right about the same kind of things. So yeah, had to pick that one for this one. I think they might make an appearance in a later question. Most influential metal musician to you of the past 10 years. This is another local band. They're from Greenville, South Carolina. They're a doom band. They're called Waft. This is Chronolith. Incredible album. They're doom sludge, kind of in both veins, in and out because of who their influences were when they started the band. They also they just really influenced me to start playing and really get into doom. Like, I'd always heard doom bands. I love Sabbath. They're one of my favorite bands. So that's like most people's first thought of doom goes to Sabbath. Even though if you ask them, they don't think they're doom. They don't even think they're metal. So, but listening to their songs and watching them play just really influenced me to really want to dig into it. So I really started digging into like doom bands and getting into doom bands, and currently now that's what I'm doing. Like as far as musical projects go, I'm playing in a band right now that is a doom band. I'm buying gear that's set up towards playing doom, and I'm really enjoying myself. I really love it. I think it's great. I think it's a whole lot of fun. And these guys pretty much started it all for me. So, it's an incredible album from start to finish. I mean, every song on this is incredibly awesome and great and good. There's an extra disc in here, and I kind of wonder what this is. I don't know what that is. But yeah, if you've not heard them, check them out on Bandcamp. Waft. They're around here. They're a big deal. They're a big deal. They play with they've opened up some big acts. They draw people, and everybody generally has fun listening to this band, playing with this band. They're 100% A+ dudes. Big shout out to Waft. love my homies, but they really inspired me to go play and get back into going to concerts and stuff like that. So, let's see. Band on your to see list. Band that I've not seen. I've seen Suffocation. I've seen Obituary. I've seen Nile. I've seen Cannibal Corpse. I've seen Mayhem. I've seen all kinds of bands. This is the band that I just picked up one of their vinyls at the flea market a few weeks ago, and I realized I've never seen them live, and I really need to because they're like one of the big Florida death metal bands, and that would be Deicide. I've not seen Deicide live, and I've heard it's a great show. I've heard the guys in the band are really, really nice dudes. I've heard they're, so I need to go check this out. This is the band, like, them and Morbid Angel. I need to scratch these off my list. I know Death is making a go-round as well again. I need to check that as well. But this one I really need to, like, this is a no-brainer. Like, I just can't believe I haven't seen Deicide yet. They actually come through here quite a bit, too. So, because we're only a few states away. An album that energizes you. One of my favorite albums of all time as far as metal goes. Master of Puppets. Every time I hear the song, my head I just start thrashing. I can't help it. It's like it's dangerous for me to listen to this if I drive. Like, I mean, it makes me want to go. All the songs on this are very driving and very fast and very heavy, and I just absolutely love Master of Puppets. So yeah, this is definitely an album. It's the first thing that came to mind when I thought an album that energizes me. It's got to be it. Master of Puppets, all day long. Let's see what we got here. Number 6, Big Freeze showing ice or snow or ice album cover themes on there. I couldn't find anything. I have no Immortal, so there was no ice covered themes or anything like that. I also I couldn't. I started digging through some of my albums to see if I had any songs that reference like freezing or ice or anything. I don't have nothing. Not on CD, not on vinyl, not nothing. So I tried. Couldn't come up with anything for that one. Song title with royal ties. That would be, this band is from Atlanta, I believe, or North Carolina 1. I think they're from Atlanta. Death of Kings, Kneel Before None. Let's see. Where is it? So yeah, just the band title is definitely a thing. I misread it. I thought it said album title, or band title or something like that. But I'm counting it. Whatever. Death of Kings. So there's your royal thing. Great album cover. Love this album cover. Kneel Before None. Check these guys out if you've not heard them. Like I said, they're local, so might not have. Let's see. Predominantly green album cover. Could have went with anything Typo, because of course Typo and green go together. But predominantly, the most green album cover that I have, could have went with Weed Eater too, is this Minor Lord. Yeah, Minor Lord, what is this, Empress Rising? Yeah. Get no more green than that. I mean, it's green on the front, it's green on the back, it's green inside the gatefold, it's green all the way around. You get no more green than this. So that's my predominantly green album cover. Oh, we're burning through these. An album released in 2021 that you bought that have not listened to. I have not bought this. I was sent this by the band. I interviewed the singer for the band for my Tunes and Collections show when he was showing some of his collection of his stuff. And he autographed it and sent me this and sent me some patches and stuff like that because he had to miss a day that we had scheduled to do it. So he was like, you know what, reschedule, but here's some stuff. Sent it to me. I don't think I've listened to this. I don't know how. Usually when I get stuff in, I just go ahead and throw it on and listen to it. But I don't remember listening to this, which is unusual for me. That means I need to throw it on and listen to it. But I'm in current rotation of listening to all my vinyl. I've literally got a rotation set up, so it's coming. But this is Hembray and the Satan Sisters. And I believe that's just the album title. No. Yeah. Actually, no. Yeah, I think that's just the name of the album too. So it's Hembray and the Satan Sisters. Yeah. I just hadn't had. I don't remember listening to it. I'm pretty sure I did, but I don't remember listening to it, and I don't know why. So, but it's in rotation. It will get listened to, definitely. Thank you, Zach, for that. That was awesome. Best find of 2022, new and old. I found this at a pawn shop for it ended up being a couple bucks. Sin After Sin by Judas Priest. Original press out. Sounds great. It's got some nice little cover wear on it, but what you expect. Yeah, I love the song Diamonds and Rust. Their cover of Diamonds and Rust is incredible. Also, Starbreaker's on here. Dissident Aggressors on here. Yeah, Sinner's on here. So, yeah. Found this for a couple bucks. I mean, it says $10, but I grabbed a whole stack and bought a whole stack of stuff, and I found this, and it ended up being a couple bucks. So, yeah, great find, 2021. Let's see. New band or album discovery of 2022. Oh, well, I don't think I have one for this one because I don't think I discovered really anything new. Well, actually, I take that back. Well, no, last year I really didn't discover anything. I didn't really dig into new stuff last year. I've just been busy buying stuff that, I already knew. Really didn't go to that many shows last year. Didn't have a whole lot of time because of work and stuff like that. So, really didn't grab anything new. It was just a dead year for music for me. It was just listening to stuff that I'd already have. Let's see. Album that sold you by a song. That would be Pallbearer. I Need to Get Sorrow of the Extinction. Don't have it, but this is the EP. Yeah. What is it? Oh God, what song is it now? I can't. Oh well, yeah. Sorrow of the Extinction. Yeah, that song. As soon as I heard that song, it sold me on this whole band. Yeah. It just hit me hard in the chest like a sledgehammer. So yeah. I mean, this was a 3-song EP, and just by that one song, had me done. So, shout out to Pallbearer. Great live band. Saw them live. They're great dudes. Hung out with them, fed them, all that good stuff. So yeah. Let's see. Most anticipated album. Okay. That's where this goes. I just picked this up. So this is a spoiler for my hangout show on Saturday. And if you would like to come hang out, just let me know, and I will find you on Instagram or some kind of way, or you can come watch the show and jump in and hang out. This is an album that I've been waiting on. They said they were going to put it out last year. Beanoid by Coffin Torture. I've been waiting for this ever since they announced this was going to come out. Dismal Planet was incredible. They're a doom band out of Westminster, South Carolina. It's a 2-piece. Guitar and drums, and that's it. And they are incredible. Phenomenal for a 2-piece. So heavy. Yeah, as soon as they announced this was coming out this year, I was ecstatic. Couldn't wait to get the vinyl. Picked it up as soon as it dropped and said the vinyls were in. I snatched them up. So yeah, this is Coffin Torture Beanoid. Look up Coffin Torture on Bandcamp. I just realized that Dismal Planet, they still have vinyl for on Bandcamp, and I have the CD, but I don't have any vinyl for them. So I need to, probably when I get paid, I'm going to grab the vinyl for the first album because I really enjoyed it. Enjoyed it so much that I wrote a review for it for a online music metal magazine. It was Riff Relevant. So that's how much I enjoyed it, and I gave it a great review. Awesome guys, great band, all that stuff. And something I was really waiting for, because the first album, Dismal Planet, was so incredible. I couldn't wait for the follow up, and it did not disappoint. I can go ahead and tell you that now. 23rd album on my shelf, not metal. Phil Collins, Hello, I Must Be Going. I counted from the top, 23 over, and this is what popped up. So, I mean, yeah, I don't care anymore. I don't care anymore. This is the answer to my question. Yeah, I mean, I think that's pretty much the only big song on this. But yeah, little Phil Collins action. I wish In the Air Tonight was on there. Last album that has gone into your collection, well, besides the Coffin Torture, when the production of this video was done, this is like the last album that I bought. This is Gruesome, Twisted Prayers. Gruesome is incredible. Great death metal band. Twisted Prayers. I seen this at the flea market, and I was like, I gotta take this home just from album cover alone. It's incredible. So it's so great. Front, back. Great stuff. Great band. It's really thrashy. It's like a death thrash kind of thing. A little thrash, a little death. Can't go wrong. Throw a little doom in there, it'd be perfect, wouldn't it? Random pull. This was a good one. Just kind of scrolled along and grabbed in some stuff that I'd already listened to this year. Emperor, Anthems. Classic Emperor album. Yeah, but need I say more? Not really. This is probably one of their best albums. I'm a huge Emperor fan. Love black metal. So yeah. Look at them, look at all. I bet you they look at this and they're just like, oh, we were so young and so terrifying, scary, because that's the way it always is, isn't it? But yeah. So that was a random pull. That was a good random pull too. Let's see. Band that I discovered through social media. Oh, did I not grab it? I shall return. I knew I'd miss one. Alright, so this is Essentia, the album Pathways. I found this band literally, I think I was on Facebook. And I'd seen a post that mentioned them. I don't know if I seen them post in a group or post on, somehow I found a post of theirs about them somewhere on Facebook. I have no idea. I do not remember. And I was like, yeah. And then I seen that some friends of mine were playing a show with them, so I went to go see them. Drove all the way to North Carolina just to go see some local bands play, because that's how you do. And ended up buying their album Pathways, their little EP. It's good stuff. And purely found them. Purely found them on social media. I had not gone to a show where they had played or anything like that. Just came across their name and gave it a listen, gave them a follow, and then lo and behold, a few weeks later, I think somebody announced they were going to be on there. And yeah, it happens like that sometimes. Let's see, where do I see my collection in 5 years? Prices of music going up, etc. It's going to be growing. I buy stuff. That's what I do, and I love vinyl. Love the way, it sounds. I'm a collector, as you can tell. I collect things. So I'm gonna buy stuff. I'm gonna try to get stuff as cheaply as possible, but at the same time, yeah, it's gonna keep growing. I see no reason for it to quit. Um, so yeah, it's just gonna keep getting bigger and bigger. You can always find stuff on the cheap. If you're a collector and you've been doing this for a while, you always can haggle, especially with collectibles and stuff. You don't have to pay what they ask. You can always leave it there and try and find it later. But you find stuff cheap. You can thrift stores, flea markets, stuff like that. Record store day sales. Some record stores have sales. So you can just always get stuff that way. You can always find stuff cheaper than what people are just asking for it. And like I said, you can always haggle. So I don't see my collection going anywhere but up. New release that you didn't buy based on price alone. No, if it's new and it's something I really want, I buy it. I mean, sometimes you don't have the funds to buy stuff right away, but I've never just been like, oh, that's something I really want, and because I'm not a huge fan of box sets. I'm not a huge fan of greatest hits albums. I'm not, if it's new, it's not like you have to worry about it being anything other than original press out. So no, not really. And you can always find, like I said, ways of getting stuff cheaper. A song that doesn't belong, a song that lets the album down. This one's going to be controversial. Oh, you ready for this? Black Album by Metallica, and Nothing Else Matters. Like my least favorite song on this album. It slows the whole thing way, way, way down. And to be honest, I just don't like it. I've heard it so much on the radio that it's been, it drives me nuts to even hear it now. And out of all the songs on this album, it's the only one that's like all acoustic and really ballady, and I don't like it, and I think it doesn't need to be on here. I think they could have put something heavier and faster and just not had a slow song on here, or like ballad song, or like stuff like that. I just don't dig it anymore. It was cute when I first heard it, but yeah, I got tired of it, and it doesn't fit the rest of the album. I think they should just kept banging away, because you've got great songs on here. Of course, the Enter Sandman's on here. That's like the big song, big blah blah blah. Sad but True, still a little slow, but it's got, it's heavy. Unforgiven still even is a lot heavier than that. But then you got songs like Don't Tread on Me, Of Wolf and Man, The God That Failed, My Friend of Misery, The Struggle Within. The B-side on these, the second half of this album, is really what, to be honest, now does it for me for this album. But Nothing Else Matters, just kind of, it's just whatever. I really don't think it needs to be on there. And that's it. That's just 20 questions. Like I said, I'm going to leave a link. Thanks for watching. Hopefully you enjoyed it. Hopefully, you'll like, subscribe, all that good stuff. Catch me later as I keep putting out stuff. Appreciate everybody that I've met so far in the vinyl community. You seem like awesome ladies and gentlemen. So yeah, have a good one. I'll see you later. Peace.